Hey, and welcome to another episode of Blood Brothers Commentary. We're your hosts. I'm Chris, and this is
Muyi.
And let's get into another NXT review. Roll the clip. So, bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
What was the first match?
We had Ember Moon.
My queen.
The return. Versus Dakota Kai.
Yes. And this, I think, this is a good starting match for Ember Moon. The only thing I didn't like, I think, is her losing. I might be biased on it.
Yeah,
I might be, but I think she should have came. I mean, she came in strong. This wasn't her first match back, but her first singles match back.
Right. This is her first one-on-one.
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't. I think she should have beat her, but no. In the same breath, I'm thinking no because it drawed a little bit more of like, okay,
yeah, this is going to be a rivalry.
It's going to be a rivalry.
I mean, and she lost because of Raccoon.
So it wasn't literally it was a technicality win.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
But this helps Dakota Kai too because she was looking a little bit like tossed to the side.
I don't think she was looking tossed to the side. I really don't. I don't think she was looking tossed to the side.
She was just taking losses.
She was taking losses, but she still was relative there. If I'm saying that word right. She still was. To me, I noticed that she was still there. She wasn't like how Candice LeRae was for a good minute, or how Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox, I feel like, was tossed around a lot. Just like, oh, she's there. And it might be because Raccoon is right next to Dakota Kai that I'm just like, oh, Dakota Kai.
Ain't nothing special, to be honest with you.
I think she has
something. She was really good last week in her match against
Rhea Ripley.
But, she got to give me something else.
Height doesn't do nothing for you.
Nah, I need that ability.
Don't mind him. He did the same thing to Rhea Ripley.
And next week we might see Raccoon versus, I forget her name, but they're starting with the one that she attacked. Yeah, Xia Li. Yeah, because she attacked her, Raccoon, 2 weeks ago. What's in that envelope?
For we gonna go and talk about that. I fully don't understand her storyline. I don't understand where they're going with this storyline because Xia Li, I feel as though maybe they're drawing it in. Maybe they're drawing it in because at first when she had that match against who was her name again?
Gymnastic.
Her gymnastics. I don't know her name fully. We probably put it at the bottom of what her name was, but. Whomever, when she went against her, I was like, okay,
Ninja Warriors.
There we go.
Yes, I don't know.
It was a good match, but then Raccoon jumped into the whole entire match, and I'm just looking like you just destroyed this girl's storyline in the same breath to WWE. Like, what the world are you doing? Triple H, you're supposed to be the king of storylines right now. So let's talk about this Cameron Grimes match
versus Kushida.
Yeah.
Was it Cameron Grimes match or was it Kushida?
It was Kushida's match because it was like
because Cameron Grimes wasn't there 100%. No. His man was still freaked out from his encounter with Dexter Lumis,
which was funny. It was a little funny. It was a comedian. Like I said, I always see that Cameron Grimes just reminds. He can wrestle is behind on. But he always just reminds me of a comedy act. Like he just a comedy
act. You still gotta watch out for this comedy act because he can give you the cave-in out of nowhere. It seems like it
really can't.
But they was in the match and they was doing their thing and they hit the referee, so the ref went out, and then the referee, I think the zombie referee from last week came back out and he got freaked out. Now, he was like, yo, I'm ready to get out of this match. Like, he had tapped before when the ref was down, and then he had also got the pinfall from Kushida. Like, they both got supposedly a win.
Yeah.
But because the ref was down, there was no official win.
Yeah.
So when the zombie referee came out,
it freaked him out.
Freaked him out. He's like, oh, I'm trying to get away. He forgot about Kushida and he tapped out again.
Okay, so with this match and previous matches with Kushida, Do you see Kushida actually going for like the North American title?
Yeah, I can see him going for the North American title.
He's a better contender for it.
Yeah, because he beat Velveteen.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a triple threat match with Velveteen and Tommaso, and he beat Tommaso.
True.
And then he beat Cameron Grimes. You know, they had a rivalry before. So
how's that going to work out?
I don't know,
because if we're going to do Kushida versus, let's say, Johnny Gargano, they both are heels in a sense. Or is Kushida a heel? Or no?
I don't think Kushida's a heel. Kushida's just like a very, you know, he's like, I ain't taking no BS right now. He's a baby face, I guess, but not like a cute and cuddly baby face.
He's in the middle.
Right.
He still tear your neck off type of.
Yeah. Okay. So
it's gonna be interesting.
Very. So I can see him North American going for that title soon, very soon.
I can see it.
But you know, we have a tag team that wants to go for the tag team championships later on in a tag team history, but they have to get along first. Maverick and the big guy.
You know I don't know that man's name for.
Yeah, I forgot.
I just know I don't like him.
Right. But no, they had him go.
We're gonna put his name right here.
Ever Rise. And the match was just there just so that.
Just to build their team again.
Yeah, because like a couple of weeks ago, I think that they got like hit. They
fight these.
They fought them before and they got hit with a chair.
Times, though.
Right. One time they won. The next time I think they lost or they got DQ'd, and now this time is another DQ because the Undisputed People hating Undisputed People.
They don't have a name yet.
They don't have a name anymore. Lurkin and
Pete Dunne.
Danny and Ripped Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne with Pat McKay. They came in and attacked him.
Well, and then later on we're gonna talk about that. Well, we're gonna talk about that group because I got some things to say about that group.
Well, no, that's all it is.
Okay.
They attacked them.
They did. So, I mean, I'm feeling about. We really got introduced to them at Halloween Havoc,
right?
So,
well, not even, maybe even a little bit before too, because they won the titles. Well, didn't Danny and Lurkin, Danny and Butch?
But we're talking about like the cohesive team, like they really haven't they didn't come as a team until Halloween Havoc, which we still have no clue what their name is. We're gonna figure out a name for them. If y'all want, down below, pick a name for the new little form faction.
Four.
Yeah.
Yes, you got the muscle as in
Pete Dunne.
You got the tag team champions, and then you got the mouthpiece. I guess.
You got the brains. Cause I feel as though Pete Dunne is a great heel. Like I really hate him.
Is it really a heel? He's just getting back at the Undisputed Era for attacking him when he was partnering with Roderick, and then Roderick just said, "I'ma just forget you, turn on you." We were so close to winning the tag team championship, and he said, "I'm gonna turn on you." And then just align myself with the Undisputed Era.
So is it karma?
Right.
Is it karma it might be karma for them.
It's karma.
But like because you said all their points were literally spot on. Right. Nobody was wrong about their points.
Nobody.
So, you know, I mean, I just think speaking wise, I do think Pat McKay, to me, that man it makes you want to. I think it's because he sounds like a heel. Yeah. So it makes me my emotion comes towards just like I really hate this character. I hate this guy, and I think that's what they're trying to push out more.
He's a funny heel though.
Yeah. No, annoying. I would say annoying.
But he can actually go. Look, he can go a little though. That's the thing.
He can.
So he's not like a weak link. No. As in the ring. So
no.
Because he can go a little.
He really can. He needs some improvement, but I didn't know that he can really hit the moves that he did on
in NXT Takeover
with Adam Cole, and it actually looked really good. It didn't look like it was like he was a newbie.
No, it did not look like he had like at least some experience.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see this faction and see how it's gonna work out. I think it's different a little bit. I think it's interesting.
Yes.
I really hope they do something new with it. I hope it's not just the same old flesh out faction.
4-on-4, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, we shall see. Does that mean Undisputed Era is gonna be face?
But I think that's what they might be going for. That's what I think they might be going for face.
But you know, next match was Toni Storm versus Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi called out Storm, and Storm accepted. And that match was really good.
It was. It was a good match between them two.
Back and forth.
We had one move that I'm just like, is she doing a suplex? Well, she was on. It was Tony on the outside of the rope, and it was Shotzi in the ring, and she was getting ready. She was doing it looked like she was doing a suplex, trying to suplex her maybe in the ring or suplex her. Yeah, inside the ring, but her doing like, I think, was it like a Hurricane Rana, what we say, or a DDT onto the apron?
It was like a face paint, I think. Like, you know, think of like, I guess the Bella Twins face buster.
Yeah, okay.
But like onto the side of the apron.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was.
It was like that. To me, that's one of the moments that were good. And then, who's calling you?
Nobody.
Well, yeah. But I would say later on, with Candice LeRae coming into this match.
She was just helping her out. What you mean? Candice was helping her out with the her tank, because her tank was just out in the open.
It was just out in the open, in the middle of the street. Why would she leave it in the middle of the street?
I don't know why she would. And Candice was just being nice and just helping it out, and you know, not making sure nothing ran over it and stuff like that. But it was a long night, and she got tired. And once, you know, Shotzi took her eyes off the prize, and that's Tony. And Tony capitalized, got that 1, 2, 3. I think she should have hit her with her finisher instead of doing a roll up, though.
True, but it was a pretty roll up. It wasn't a normal roll up.
I would have just, because her back was turned, so I would have just yanked her up
and then
do the Storm's, what's it called? Her finisher. And she wouldn't have kicked out of that.
You got a point.
I think that would have been a better finish.
But it was a pretty roll up.
But after
give the pretty roll up.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No.
Guess we're not getting the pretty roll up.
Okay. But what I will say is that after she did get the pinfall Tori, Candice came back and she got tired, man. It's been all night, and she saw, and it was like, oh, this big truck came by, and she couldn't help it, you know.
The big truck came by, and it came by, though.
Yeah, it came by, you know.
We couldn't make up a different storyline for this. That only part really was just like...
It just came by, you know.
Girl, you're so delusional, it's not even funny.
No.
We could have made something a complete little bit different for
it just came by, you know, and she got in the car, you know, and then she ran it over. The little thing that was in the way. It was in the way. It was time for her to go home.
A different storyline.
It was time for her to go home, so she got in the truck, and it was in her way. She was already watching it for, like, how many hours? Come on. But no, Shotzi shouldn't have got involved in her title match against...
Johnny shouldn't have gotten involved.
He didn't get him involved. We don't know who that mask... We don't...
You got a point there. I already think I got my... Speaking of that mask, I know we... That's all, I'm telling you, the only thing that comes in my mind. What's up? Yo, I just can't, because that mask, I just hear the voice, and I'm just like,
what's up?
It just makes me laugh, because I'm just like...
She got involved into her feud.
But somebody, okay, we're not going to say it's Johnny. We're not saying
because it can't be Johnny, because the same person got involved in Johnny's match.
Right.
I mean, I think it's the girl that is kind of obsessed with them.
I think it might be the girl, but I think it's too easy of a pick then. And I'm talking like I say Johnny, so like that was an easier pick,
so she got involved in it. She shouldn't have got involved in Candice's food.
You're casting it as her?
What?
As the girl that's obsessed.
It's probably her, Indy Hartwell, I think, or something like that.
So you're casting it as her?
Yeah, it's probably her. But I'm just saying, she got involved, so Candice had to get even. You know, it makes sense.
It was a no disqualification match. It was a ladder match. So she jumped in. So Shotzi said, I'm going to jump in for my friend as well, too.
What friend?
Not friend, but maybe I want the title from Io, and this might be, you know.
No. Because if somebody calls you that title, that NXT Women's Championship, I'm getting even. And it's not her fault that she got distracted by Candice.
If it was vice versa, then it would have been good, too, right?
Yeah, what do you mean with
Io? If it was, say, for example, she was helping Io out.
Who was
the masked person was helping Io?
Yeah, you know, it's a no disqualification match.
So then you prove my point then.
No. Shotzi had no business.
Oh my God, Samoa.
And plus, she was the host. Technically, that's illegal. Because she was doing favoritism. That was favoritism. She was the host. Nope, not at all. It's against her law. in her contract as the host of the show. No favoritism.
All right, brother. Let's
Yes.
go on to this next message. We can go on through this for a while.
And speaking of the NXT Women's Championship match,
Uh-huh.
Io Shirai is now ready for Rhea Ripley. She's like, this is going to be my biggest challenge ever, and I'm going to beat you. I am not afraid of nightmares. Okay, y'all. Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream.
Yes. Another takeover. Even though we know that they had a match already in Takeover, but another quality match. Like this match was great between these two.
Yeah.
I mean, it picks up the storyline that they had.
Yep.
There's nothing really bad to say. All I can say is that the spots to me was amazing in this
and
match.
that Velveteen is just going down on a losing streak.
He's going on a losing streak. But I usually would be mad that he's going on a losing streak.
Right.
Or somewhat of a losing streak. But his character is so well made that he can literally be on a losing streak tomorrow and be on a...
Yeah, as long as it's NXT, it's fine.
Yeah. WWE, Raw and SmackDown is a whole different ballgame.
Right.
But for...
NXT at the point, he could... It develops his character at the moment. Maybe he's not done with Kushida.
Maybe he's not. And then, like, with the whole entire... And I love the point is that he sells everything with that broken...
I think wrist, right?
Broken wrist. He sells it. I love my girl Sasha. No shade to her. But girl, you did not sell that neck brace to save your life.
Nope.
You did not sell it.
Not at all.
I love you. You're a queen. But you
did
didn't.
not.
Back to NXT. But he sold it. These two work together. Like I would love to see them go against each other for the NXT championships.
For who this time? Because last time it was Tommaso champion versus Velveteen. So would you want, I guess, Velveteen as champ versus Tommaso? Yeah. That would be interesting. Maybe for the North American championship.
Maybe for the North American.
Tommaso hasn't gotten that title yet.
So yeah, maybe for that. I think these.
That's the only title he's missing too.
So do you think they're going to go into further more, or do you think this is the ending for their story, their program?
I think this is probably the ending for them too.
So how do you see Tommaso going forward?
For Tommaso,
maybe he'd be going towards
because Finn.
Yeah, maybe. But another thing too is
he can't go against Johnny for the North.
Why?
Remember when they had that one last fight?
Oh, they can't fight against each other no more, right?
Nope.
I don't like that.
So they're going to fight probably eventually, but I think it's too soon right now.
Yeah.
Because it just happened this summer with the one final beat versus them two. So
I can't get mad because I do get mad at WWE when they say they have stipulations like I quit match or I certain match, and the person is like gone for 2.5 seconds and that's it.
Right.
And so I get what you're saying. But I mean, I thought the reason why I think you said Johnny was because of the match that's going to happen next week with Johnny.
Johnny says, "Oh, I hear the whispers, I hear the rumors that I cannot defend the title successfully."
The title?
Yes, I can't defend the title because he couldn't for the North American title and he couldn't with the NXT championship. So he won the North American title last week, but can he really successfully defend it? That's why next week he will go against somebody for that.
But it's
title.
not the issue of that. The issue is you can't successfully defend that title without somebody coming into the match. So we're not going to say that Masked Man is not going to jump or Masked Person.
Well, no, that's not the point of it because before he was face, so he was just doing it himself and other people.
I'm talking about as
heel.
This is heel Johnny.
Yeah, but he's not thinking about but without somebody else coming in. He's thinking
just successfully
defend because usually it's somebody else coming in interfering with him, like Undisputed Era. I mean, with the Velveteen, he just lost fairly, but usually when he either going for a title, it's like everybody wants to come in and prevent him from winning the title.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but Johnny is not. I feel as though
I think it don't really matter.
The funny thing about his character, and this is going a little bit off, but I think what his character is that before Johnny wasn't a complainer.
Yeah,
and I feel as though all the complaints that maybe he been like with his character has been like trying to build up, and it's not, this is this, all those complaints has just built up, because I feel as though his character now as a heel is more complaints than anything else possible.
Well, that's fine, because
it is. It's character development.
Yeah, because he had to suck it up everyone as a face, and he just had to deal with it. He said, "Nope, I ain't dealing with shit today."
I like it. I like it. It's delusional. He's a very, him and Candice are delusional. I think Candice needs a little bit more work in certain areas, but I think you know.
Nah, I like Candice.
I think it's
like
a little
Candice
bit
right now. Candice just need to win that NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah,
that's what she needs to do right now. And why is NXT not in Survivor Series?
That's a whole nother story.
Right.
That's a whole nother story.
But tune in for that next.
Yeah.
Next week we'll also see the Tag Team Championship rematch when we get Tyler Breeze and Fandango challenging for the NXT Championship against Danny and Orton. But I'm glad they got the titles. I'm truly glad they got the titles, because I've been saying for a while they
deserve it.
Yes,
I mean they deserved it more as faces. I feel as though than they are as heels.
They tired. They want the titles. They don't care what a moment. They just want the titles. They've been going after it for a long time, and Oney Lurkin been trying to get a title for the longest, even before Danny. So he deserves it.
So it is interesting. It's good. It's good. I give it to them. I was happy for them. So yeah. But this has been another episode of Blood Brothers Commentary. Thank you for joining us. We're your commentators, Chris and Muyi.
Yes.
Again, and
please tune in, like, comment, and subscribe.
On to the next ones, guys.